Hello, 6Es, receiving students and teachers. Hello, thank you. You may all be seated. Now, we looked at the advantages and disadvantages of friction in our previous lesson, and you came up with the list here. This was the list which you came up with in your previous lesson on the advantages and disadvantages of friction. Okay, let us quickly go through the list there. Now, in our previous lesson, we looked at the jaws of the pliers, and the advantage which the model class gave was that it has grip that twists all things. And okay, one of the disadvantages is if you using the jaws on the round surface, it will wear out the jaws of the pliers or the teeth, the ridge of the pliers. It's going to wear it out because of friction on the round thing. Okay, that was one thing. Here, soles of the shoes. Now, the soles of the shoes helps to grip the sole to the ground, or helps to grip the underneath part of the shoe to the ground. Right, that's one advantage of friction. That's one advantage of friction. The next one, the disadvantage there is smooth and worn out soles don't grip well and causes slipperiness or slippery. You can slip because it is the smooth part of it. Okay. And of course we had the others there. The grease and the oil in machines. It helps make the machine not to overheat. That's one advantage of friction. Now the disadvantage of it, too much friction will cause the machine to, no oil or no grease will cause the machine to, overheat. Okay, and rubber brakes on a bike, advantage is it helps to slow down, slow the bike down and eventually brings it to a stop. Now, if there were not rubber brakes there, stopping or braking unnecessarily wears out the brakes. And of course, it will cause a little accident. Now, that was what we looked at in our previous lesson. We are still looking at the same strand and the substrand and the learning outcome. Our topic for today is on changing directions. Changing directions. Right, receiving students and class, somebody give me a sentence which includes the word change direction or changing direction. Can anyone give me a sentence? Use that in a sentence. Use that phrase. Use the phrase in a sentence. Changing directions. Emmanuel.
The car is running on a different direction.
Very good. Once more.
The car is running on a different direction.
The car is running on a different direction. It it runs to one direction, and then what happens? And then it runs on different direction. One more sentence. One more sentence before we look at our activities for today. One more sentence, receiving students. Okay, you tell your teacher. Right.
The truck changes direction.
The truck changes direction. Okay, good. Right, very good. Receiving students, probably you may give an example as the sailing boat goes into one direction and suddenly the wind blows and it changes a direction to go the other way. Okay, good. The model class have given example on the vehicles changing directions. Right. Okay, good. We will go straight into our activities for today, and this will be your activity. Right, class and the receiving students. Let's see the instructions. Read, do, and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so you will be filling up a table. I will give you a few minutes to copy that table down very quickly. Right, here's the table. Receiving students, if you cannot see from the back, do not worry. Your teacher is going to copy that table down for you. Now everyone start copying down the table. This time you're going to be describing how object changes direction. Right, here's for the last two part of your table. By now you should have copied that first three down. Let us look at the last two. All right, class and the receiving students, by now you would have copied down the table. But just before we go on to doing the activities on the table, in case if some of you are confused like some of us in the model class are, I will go through the activities and we will do an example and that will help you to complete your table. But we're going to do the table together. So receiving students, you are going to be doing the table together with your friends here in the model class. Let us look at the example. Right, here with me I have a plastic rubber ball. Now I'm going to be showing you an example and I want you to look very carefully at this example. Okay. So look carefully at the example, very, very closely. Right, let's see, the object and the force applied. Now this is the object, or let's see where the object is. You all ready? Right, watch this. See that? Want to see that again? Okay, watch very carefully. Now, the object and the force applied and describe how the object changes direction. Minol, what was the object or what did I do there? Oner, help your brother. What did I do? Okay, Minol.
The object changed direction by hitting the ball.
Again, the object. Now, what was the object and the force applied? What did I do? Okay, Minol.
The ball changes direction by hitting the by hitting the table.
Very good. He's describing how. So the ball changes direction. Right, what did I do? Receiving students and class, what did I actually do? Minol described how the direction was changed. What did I do with the object and the force applied?
Roll the ball to the side of the table.
Roll
The ball to the side of the table.
ball to the side of the table. Right, very good. Okay, roll a ball to the side of the table. Receiving students, very good. Here in the model class, we're thinking very, very, very slowly. Right, roll a ball to the side of the table, letting the ball to hit the side of the table. Now, to describe the object, the ball changes direction by hitting the side of the table and finish that. And Lorraine.
And changes direction.
Of course, it changes direction, but it changes direction by, go on, bouncing, good. Bouncing. Okay, bouncing in another direction. Good. Another direction. Right, the ball changes direction by hitting the side of the table and bouncing in another direction. That's right, in another direction. That is how the object changes shape. It doesn't continue traveling on the same line. Okay, good. You are going to be doing something quite similar to today. Right, so receiving students in class, let us look at our first activity. Let's look at the first one. The first one says, drop a rubber ball onto the floor. Now you write down how or describe how object changes direction. I will give you 2 minutes and your time starts now. Right, very good. Next one, roll 2 balls along the floor from different positions so they hit each other. Right, throw the ball up in the air. Throw the ball up in the air and catch it. But do not throw it right up into the air, just somewhere there. Throw a ball up into the air and catch it. What is actually happening? When you let go of the ball and it stays in the air, and then maybe it comes back. Throw a ball up in the air and catch it. Okay, write your answers down. What force changes the direction of the ball? force makes the ball go up? And what force makes the ball come down? Right. Next. 2. Letting go of a blown up balloon. Letting go of a blown up balloon. And finally, now dropping a feather onto the floor. Dropping a feather onto the floor. Okay, dropping a feather onto the floor. Got that? Okay, see that again. Got that? Okay, you describe how the object changes direction. What is causing it to change direction? All right, class and the receiving students, by now you would have completed taking that down, receiving students. And class, let us look at two of examples that we have there. Okay, rolling two balls along the floor from different positions so that they hit each other. We describe the force that is involved and the object or how it changes the direction. Right, let's have Milika.
The ball changes direction by hitting each other.
Again,
The ball changes direction by hitting each other.
the balls change direction by hitting each other. So the force is coming from the balls. Change direction by hitting each other. That's where friction occurs, and so they change direction. Good. How about throwing the ball up into the air? Lewis.
The ball changes direction when it comes down.
And what pulls it? The ball changes direction when it comes down. Why does it change direction when it comes down? Lewis, what happens to it?
Because of the gravity force.
Thank you very much. Okay, because of the gravity force. Right, very good. That's two answers from our model class here. Summary notes for today. Right, get that down quickly in your books. All right, class and the receiving students, by now you should have completed taking down your summary point. Our key phrase for today, force changes direction. Okay, good. Materials for the next lesson, receiving teachers are as follows. With that, thank you very much, 6Es and the receiving students, and have a nice day with your teacher.